Hey everyone, this is your boy Greatt-Nuss. In this part 5 video series, I'm going to be discussing the Solstice Weapons and what I believe the God Rolls are. Also, I'll be talking about the Solstice Armor and what it looks like. Yes, I'll show it to you. And is it worth the grind? So, let's get into it. The first weapon we'll be covering is a legendary lightweight frame void bow Fortunate Star. This bow has a standard draw time of 612, so it's a lot faster than a lot of bows, but not the fastest. I think this is a really great bow. Bungie has been giving us really good bows lately, from Pre-Astyanax to Lithophobia, now to this one. So depending on what perks you have in column 1, you can reduce the draw time down to 570 and even down farther to 540. The first column is all about the type of string you have on your bow. This can affect many things, from accuracy, handling, stability, and to the most important, draw time. The only issue is that the faster your draw time is, the less accurate your bow is. And I don't know about you guys, but I definitely prefer my bows to be as accurate as possible. Especially considering the rework Bungie did on their bows a while back. So by dropping it down to its lowest of 540, you tend to have an accuracy of 26 to 40, depending on your masterwork. I'm leaning more towards elastic string as I prefer a fast draw time. Also note that both origin perks will play into draw time, but where the Dreamwork origin trait for bows is passive, Vice Stinger will first need to be procced. Now, before we get to the perks, let's touch on the second column for a second. The second column allows us to select what arrow type we can use. Depending what perk you select, this could greatly affect your accuracy, stability, and handling. Again, remember, the more accurate and stable any weapon is, the easier it is to hit your target. But generally, the more accurate your bow is, the slower the draw time is going to be. Alright, a good example is Layman Arc. Layman Arc is an absolute amazing bow, one of the best bows in the game, and it has a base draw time of 612, the same as Fortunate Star. So you can see the comparison, as 612 may not be the fastest, but it's also not the slowest. Now let's get into these third column perks. The first perk is Archer's Tempo, which decreases draw time by 25% for 3 seconds and can be reprocced after every precision hit. Repulsor Brace, which gives us a void overshield for 8 seconds every time we defeat an enemy with the void debuff. Think volatile and weakening as far as debuffs. Successful Warm-Up, which decreases our draw time by 38% on every kill, and it lasts for 6 seconds, and yes, it can be reprocced. Enlightened Action, which improves reload speed and handling every time we deal damage, all the way up to 50% handling and reload speed. Hipfire Grip is Hipfire Grip. Alright. Air Trigger, increased ammo reserves when airborne accuracy and reload speed are increased, but target acquisition is decreased. And finally, Loose Change. Applying an elemental debuff to a target increases this weapon's reload speed, aim assist, and movement while aiming down sights for a short duration. Now, a lot of people are probably going to go for Archer's Tempo or Repulsor Brace, but what I think is really the perk that shines most here is Successful Warm-Up. It literally decreases your draw time by 38%, almost 40% on every kill, and it lasts for 6 seconds, and it doesn't have to be a precision kill. So if you kill a bunch of people with the stabilizing round, say you have Successful Warm-Up in the stabilizing round as your combination, you're always going to have a faster draw time. And with the origin perk Dreamwork, your draw time should be even faster, which would put it amongst one of the fastest draw time bows in the entire game. And finally, in our fourth and final column, we have Archer's Gambit. Hipfire precision hits grant a massive draw speed bonus for a short duration. If you pair that with Hipfire Grip, that could be a lethal combination. And destabilizing rounds. Final blows cause nearby targets to become volatile. As we all know, stabilizing rounds are amazing ad clear, especially considering all the ads that Bungie's been throwing at us lately, and during boss rounds, encounters, everything else. This could potentially be big. Golden Tricorn. Final blows with this weapon grant bonus damage. While this buff is active, grenade or melee kills of the same damage type greatly increases damage and duration, up to 50% for 10 seconds. Opening shot. Improved accuracy and range on the opening shot of attack. Precision instrument. Dealing sustained damage increases precision damage up to 25%. Disruption break. Breaking an enemy shield with this weapon makes them more vulnerable to kinetic damage for a brief period. And finally, kill clip. Reloading after a kill grants increased damage, 25% for 5 seconds. Now that we reviewed everything, let me show you what my god roll is for this bow and what I'm going to be chasing. In the first column, I'm going to want tactile string or elastic string. In the second column, I'm going to want fiberglass arrow shaft. In the third column, I'm going to want successful warm-up. In the fourth, I'm going to want the stabilizing rounds. And I hope to get a draw time masterwork. That would be an absolute perfect 5 out of 5 god roll. And with the origin perk procced, this would allow my bow to shoot at an incredibly fast pace. Might even be the fastest in the game. And then if I throw my void grenade and get volatile rounds, I'm killing even more adds even easier. This is absolutely a no-brainer for me. Alright everyone, I hope this helped you out. Please leave a comment. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and be on the lookout for part 2 coming soon.